Welcome in, guys. This is Ari Master 870. We did a challenge, though, did we not?
We did a Disney drawing challenge.
That's right, we did. It's your favorite Disney sequels. And since I can't draw for hell, I did digital animation, but everyone else drew some stuff.
I mean, the question is it Disney and is it art? And I think we captured.
Here we go. Men cower at the power in my pinky. And he's got like little Jafar heads on a pinky, and then he's, my thumb is, and that's Genie Jafar's his thumb. And there's Genie, like, oh god! And a giant Jafar thumb. My movie was Return of Jafar, the Aladdin sequel that wasn't The King of Thieves that I haven't seen. It was the other one where Jafar returns.
That's the title.
Exactly. And just in case you were nervous, he does actually return in the movie. I wanted to really point out the evil aesthetic of Jafar in this movie, because this is like one of the few points where, like, outside of Empire Strikes Back, where an evil feels like unbeatable. Unbeatably evil. And that was the whole time in Return of Jafar, even up to the very end of the movie, where his lamp is destroyed by somebody, because, you know, someone hasn't seen this movie, so I don't want to. It was someone did do it. It was probably Abu. But anyway, he was menacing all through the movie. And Abismal, fun fact, was voiced by Jason Alexander. So anyway, there's no Jason Alexander influence in this art. There is just pure terror. And that goes down to the lightning bolts of fun.
Did you add those, or was that part of the meaning that you put in there?
The stock image did have them. I did enhance them. You see the ripple effects and everything going around the art and everything to make it seem like a surge, like Aladdin's trapped in the heat of Jafar's awesome. That's the point. Like, and then of course, probably the scariest part of Return of Jafar, outside of him being awesome Jafar Genie, was Grandma Jafar. There's a point where, again, there's some stuff that goes down with Jafar Genie versus regular Genie, and regular Genie has to deal with Grandma Jafar, who is very akin to Evie in Resident Evil 7, which is also where I borrowed inspiration. But the idea that Grandma Jafar is just looking at the Sultan, here you see it, just, hey Sultan, I'm gonna get you. Like, I had to have that Genie. And then of course, poor Genie, he's globed up. But yes, it was all about capturing the danger of Jafar, because in that movie he's actually menacing. It's not like in the first movie where he's just like, oh, I'm the Sultan's secretary. Like, he was mean in this movie, and he was dangerous, and he had by far the coolest song in the whole movie. See the Stamos hair looking at him, right? Like, look at this.
Yeah, that's got that Stamos hair going on.
Yeah. It's a full house in here, baby. Like, alright, but yes, that was my interpretation of Return of Jafar. So we're gonna switch gears over to somebody else now. Hold on.
There we go.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So that's it without the words on it and shit. So the reason why I chose Lion Guard for it is because my little boy was watching it, and I was like, dang, there's some really good lessons in here, because the main character, he is Simba's son, but he's not going to be king because his older sister is going to be queen. So he's got to, figure out what he's going to do, and his main role is support role. And he's a hero in his support role. Click the button. Hey there, hi there, who there?
She's my best friend.
Mr. Smab, and I did a PowerPoint presentation on my drawing because I'm a nerd, and I was frustrated with it, and I wanted to explain why. So, step one, I grabbed reference pictures for my drawing, which I did based off of The Lion Guard, which is a sequel series after The Lion King and all the Lion King sequels. So, I grabbed reference pictures, and more reference pictures, and more, and more, and more, and more, and more. And then I smooshed them together into one Abomination reference picture, which is that. Very badly done. Step 3, did a rough sketch of where I wanted everything on the page. Step 4, I put in the background. So this time around, I'm trying to challenge myself, so I'm using watercolor pencil, which I have never used before.
It doesn't blend like you think it would
No.
when you get it wet, and it annoys me.
Yeah, but yeah, I tried to, make the scribbles and the things the way I wanted it, so it's like windy looking. But in my background, I color the animals a bit, and it looks like shit. Okay. I scribbled more on the background. Trees in there, kind of ideas of them. Did some black, give some more definition. And I had a very hard time with the honey badger because it was mostly black and white. And step 9, I added even more black, and I completely fucked it up. It looks awful. It looks
bad though. It's kind of bad.
And step 10 is I fixed it as best as I could, and I called it good, because now the way I fixed it was near the edges of the black, I added more shading and more colors, which added a little more depth and made it look a little more like a stylistic choice instead of, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
I really appreciate the shadowing on this hippo's neck roll.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, some nice neck
That's
rolls.
some neck roll.
Hello guys, this is David Peter, and one of my favorite sequels is Lion King 2. And this one is going to be Toy Story 2, but I do not know how to draw bears, and but Doom, you look very bad. So here's Lion King with lions, which I can actually draw. Yeah, one reason for my favorite sequels is basically Romeo and Juliet to the first Lion King, which is basically Hamlet, story-wise. I did use a reference picture to draw this, so it wasn't completely on my mind, but tried to draw hopefully like he looked like in Lion King, and a little bit of a scar there, and his scar-like mouth. And Kiara, who for some reason has a weird expression in their eyes, so I messed up there. Oh, I'm trying to remember all the good songs in that movie.
Oh. How much time do you have? that one had great songs.
But the one by one song always gets stuck in my head. Still gets stuck in my head from time to time, even though it's not the best song.
Which one?
It's the one that One of Us.
Oh, when he's banished?
Yes.
Oh, that is incredible. Yeah.
Yes.
The Deception, that one?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that is a great song.
I love his look in this movie. He's got like that very kind of emo scene
He
going
does.
on where he's like, I'm so brooding, but I'm cool anyway.
Oh, fun fact. This guy that voices Kovu, he has voiced many other things, including I found out a couple months ago he was a character from Final Fantasy. But the one that all you guys would know, he is Goofy's son in
You tell me that.
Are you
Yeah.
he's Max in both of the Goofy movies. And this guy has done VA work all over the place. Like
Yeah,
And
it's
like-
very
Ev Campbell, or Kiara, her character, worried about
great. They
being
characters.
Simba, basically. Like,
Was that Nev Campbell?
Yes, it
For
totally was.
serious?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, all the characters are
the
still
way,
morally
Jason
great.
Marsden.
How to
Kudos
Oh.
for your Noel Christ and your Max
Mhm.
Goof.
Hashtag Jason Marsden.
Yeah, you are incredibly good. Spirited Away is. He also voiced Thackeray Binks, Hocus Pocus.
It's Haku
Haku! No, that's from the Mummy.
in.
He is Haku,
Oh,
yes, he is.
bitches!
Oh.
Full of useless knowledge.
It's always confused me about the movies about how all the bad lions looked like Scar, that they all had the same look about them. Like, I don't know, it's just twisty. It's like two different prides that belong to Simba look like Simba, but the other pride look like Scar, so maybe they're Scar's daughters, or who knows, because they're lions. Anyway, that's all the thoughts I have on Lion King 2. It's still very good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's not as good as the first Lion King, but it's still watchable.
Very
Is-
much so.
Is it better than CG Lion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it doesn't make sense when things like Final Fantasy.
Mhm.
When you've
Yes.
seen the Norm done,
Yeah, I mean,
Nike.
the first Lion King is
Just
just
do it.
top notch regarding the animation and
Battle
using
Box.
effects to tell a story. Even though it's in 2D animation, in some ways it told the story better than trying to do live action. Anyway,
Yeah, the lion looks fluffy, but more motion. Yeah.
I know it's like even animals show emotion very loudly, but they made no attempt to show that in Lion King. They just kept their faces blank.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lion King 2, very good. Go watch it. I'm gonna go over to next person, which is Lisa. Behind me. I know.
What's up, bitches? It's Noisy Face. Yeah, we did a Disney drawing challenge, and I can't draw for hot trash. I would just like to say that Ari Master 870 mentioned The Empire Strikes Back, and I giggled over there because this was my inspiration. Return of the Jedi poster, because I also chose Return of Jafar, and I would just like to say that I fucking nailed it. This is my masterpiece, and let's just talk about this for a second. Because this is the first time I used a digital art pad, and I made every single character its own layer, and then didn't close my lines when I went to color it, and that's why Jafar's neck is dumb. But yeah, and then I forgot to add the background as its own individual layer, and had to. It was a lot of work, but yeah, I think I captured the Mark Hamill spirit in my Aladdin here. It's very fun. Mine is a cross between what is actually the worst song in the movie and the song I remember the most. The worst song in the movie, I'm gonna have to say, is the "Here on In." I'm looking out for me, because that's terrible.
Yeah.
And then the other one is gonna be Genie's song when he's like, "Because I'm home."
Oh
my God,
it's
review.
clear. Oh, true story.
But yeah, let's just talk about the best part of this picture right here, and that's gonna be this. This majesty that is Iago. He only has one eye. I don't know what happened.
He still looks.
Hi,
he would
Shanda,
be
and
voiced
Shai,
by
this is
Gilbert
profile.
Gottfried in that photo.
It's a profile eye. Yeah, I had a lot of problems with like positioning and proportioning, because if you look at the original, like her hips are, I don't know what's going on with half of it. But yeah, that's
Well, she's like holding on to Luke, but she's like looking
Yeah,
over here.
it's a really weird
you've seen the
weird
photo.
angle. So I don't know. It is what it is. Go first. What's your sequel you hate
the
the most?
sequel? That could be a long list. But I told you two. Two of the ones that I get. Lady and the Tramp 2. I barely found the first movie appealing, and then they went and made a second one. That's just trash. And then like Pocahontas, for the same reason, that movie was complete trash. So let's just throw a second one in there. My opinion. Any Pocahontas fans in the house don't. Like the coon gif when he's running around the tree. That was the most I got into Pocahontas after years of trying. So yeah, it's not really.
What about you? What's your least favorite Disney?
I'm trying to remember, but the brain is probably body out the memory and that sequels. Thinking.
Do you have one?
And I think I was.
Oh yeah, Little Mermaid 2.
I mean,
like
I need a skinny bitch. We had Ursula. She was amazing.
Ariel's whole arc. She's like, she can never know about Atlantica
I know.
and her family. Like half her family's down there. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Mine's probably gonna have to be Hunchback of Notre Dame too. Because who wanted to watch Quasimodo fall in love with some rando and run around Paris?
Oh.
Not me. Go for it.
Not counting Star Wars movies. This is the worst one right here. Trunks New Groove.
Oh
I haven't
no!
seen it,
Yeah,
so I believe you though. I told you to see it.
yeah, don't see it. Episode 1 sucks. Star Wars Phantom Menace. It sucks. Darth Maul sucks. Qui-Gon
But still, the
was
bite
killed.
At the end, the bite suit. That could be.
Obi-Wan saved that movie. He killed Darth Maul. Thank you,
If-
Obi-Wan.
If you
You
could,
were our only hope.
if you could live in any Disney universe, what Disney universe would you live in?
Ooh.
Can't say No, Marvel's like cheating.
Yeah.
Right. I just
Let me
wanna,
just lay
I just
that
wanna
on the
live in New
table.
York. That's what
I
I
want
want to
to
do.
live with Loki in Asgard.
Like,
Said no one ever. Not even Loki wants to live with Loki.
Treasure Planet.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Treasure Planet.
That's such an underrated movie.
Yes. Not the Atlantis. What's it called?
Atlantica?
No, the one about finding Atlantis.
Oh,
Atlantis.
yeah. It's
It's
literally
Atlantis.
called
There's
Atlantis.
two.
I feel like
Yeah.
Toy Story would be fun. Go in there and you're not unlike Kingdom Hearts 3 did because they ruined it. But like, you're a toy, but you're not like Sora because you go in there and you get to hang out with like Buzz Lightyear,
Yeah, but on the
say
flip
can,
side,
can't,
it
and
means
tape
that-
stuff.
it means that the darker side to the universe would have these toys that can feel things and they'll be destroyed or pulled apart by.
Exactly. So
See
you
it.
better take good care
Mhm.
of your toys.
See, and I would have to say
'cause
Wreck-It
They'll
Ralph.
find out. That'd be
Wreck-It
cool.
Ralph would be like
okay.
badass,
That'd be
man.
bad. You can live online, literally.
That would piss.
Oh,
I'll tell you.
yeah, I forgot that was.
Pretty much you can break the rules
Oh,
of
yeah.
video games but still play.
Well, but that would make me mad. It's like, oh, I'm on world record pace, and then Ralph's like, you've been a dick lately, and then just screw my game up. It's like, you know
I'm
what,
gonna
Ralph?
wreck it!
And then he reaches out and just tags me, and I can't do anything because his fist is bigger than my monitor. Like,
You're telling me that you wouldn't want the chance to jump in and run around as the Leon in
No!
Ralph.
no,
Oh my gosh, I was. Okay, it doesn't
no.
matter the Wreck-It Ralph universe because there's so many games there. I'd love to live in your life.
You'll be like,
That
I'm
was
gonna
not
eat
a
this
good
digital
example.
peanut butter pie.
Like, that was so
Or
badly
is it
not a good
butterscotch?
example. You
I
could
don't
do
remember.
like, like to,
It's still
Mario or experience like Zelda in
Yeah.
real time or
Exactly,
something.
you can
don't go to
choose your
Raccoon
game
City,
universe.
bro.
Right?
You don't
Right,
go to
take
Silent
adventure.
Hill, bro. No, I love those games. I don't want to be there. I don't want to go to Midgar and live in the friggin' slums. No way. Let Cloud do it. Cloud, I
But
love
that's the
you.
point. That's the point of living in the Wreck-It Ralph universe. You could just change the game if you get bored and want to take a vacation. You choose different worlds.
Just that's assuming you don't die though, or that someone doesn't out of stock your game or your system.
True.
That's what happens in Ralph. He's about to get him.
Very true.
I saw that movie. It was like The Matrix. Ralph instead of Keanu Reeves. Like
Keanu Reeves
And
is
I'm-
Ralph. Someone draw that for our, and like tag us in
the
the.
closest
My
we got.
17 viewers, that is your task. 3 of them are here. My 14 viewers, that is your task.
Those who remain.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I just thought of my least favorite sequel. That's Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I didn't like Wreck-It Ralph
I
2
didn't see it
either.
It's just
I like parts of it.
The
Yeah.
Disney princesses for the win, but the rest of it can
It's
just
just-
like.
yes. I didn't like how Penelope. I don't like how
Yeah.
she just kind of left everybody. I don't know. It's just she still feel mid to me.
Look, if you want to be a hardcore racer, you got to cut out your friends along the way.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
No, that's
So-
exactly how it goes. That's why people in Mario Kart. Like, I'm not there for friendships. I'm not there to give you a win. I'm there to hand you an L.
Oh, jeez.
Proudly. Not as this guy though.
Luigi-san.
Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Already a pretty
But yes.
princess.
That's what I
Yeah.
have anyway.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the first episode of Disney Draw Off Challenge thing, the goober.
DDO. Disney Draw Off Challenge. You guys suck. Well, look, you got Jerry, George, Elaine, Kramer, and freaking the hippo role is Newman. Yeah, Hello,
No.
Newman.
I can't
Hello,
unsee it
Jerry.
now. I really can't.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm so mad because the CGI effects are so good for that movie, but you don't get get the concept of animation, using animation to convey emotion and tell a story. It's just
Well, no. Dennis Nedry, we love you.
Hashtag.
I'm stealing dinosaurs here. I'm stealing them. See, nobody cares.
His,
I added too much black here. I added too much black.
his,
See,
Nobody cares.
nice hat.